Kerry is here with the latest on the contest between Democratic incumbent Jerry Connolly and Republican Keith Fimian.
Well, it was Fimian's comments on a Channel 15 news program that if students had been, quote, packing heat, the tech killings might have been avoided. Now Fimian is suddenly on the defensive in a tight race where he and national Republicans have been aiming for an upset.
I think that at Virginia Tech, if one of those kids in one of those classrooms was packing heat, I think that would not have happened.
That was the statement that shifted the focus in Virginia's 11th district race from federal spending and health care reform to guns. Yesterday, when Democrats spotlighted the clip on the internet, Republican Keith Fimian would not comment, his campaign spokesman instead issuing a written statement. During a WTOP debate today with first-term incumbent Democrat Jerry Connolly, Fimian said he'd misspoken.
What I meant to say was that had there been security guards on campus, the assailant would have thought twice and it may have been prevented. But the fact is that we need to keep guns out of the hands of criminals and our children. I'm not in favor of guns in school.
Connolly wasn't buying it.
What in the world were you thinking? And what are you going to say to the grieving families in Fairfax with that kind of intemperate and extreme remark?
Later, outside, when reporters' questions turned to the issue of gun control and to Fimian's view on closing the gun show loophole, his aide abruptly cut off the interview. The questions kept coming, though, as Fimian headed to the car. But he never took the chance to complete an answer.
Should flyers at a gun show be subject to a background check?
Yeah, I just said that the just like Senators Warner and Webb,
what's your position?
The dealers.
Already, one gun control group has created an anti-Fimian ad featuring the brother of one of the Fairfax County tech victims. Connolly says he favors legislation to close the loophole, which allows private gun sellers to avoid doing the background checks required by dealers.
A lot of guns, especially in the District of Columbia, but up and down the eastern seaboard, unfortunately come from Virginia. Closing the gun show loophole is a very critical piece of that, making sure that guns don't get into criminal hands.
Now, coming up at 6, as is often the case in Virginia politics, the issue of abortion is also a source of friction between these candidates. A look at that at 6.
All right, Julie.